Red 2 standing by, all for Lita, and in the green. Welcome to the stand-in project for a while, Super Metroid, A Link to the Past Randomiser here after Z3M3 Randomiser. We're changing things up a little bit. Because I have a brand new project to start. I think this should be a new file anyway. I'm pretty sure it is. Just check. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is brand new because, well, I saved over the old one. I don't have that information anymore. But I'm trying again because, well, I got the gameplay going alright. I really wasn't too happy with how the commentary went. Which can be a bit of a problem sometimes. I never quite know what to talk about when it actually comes to randomizers. Usually I just wind up thinking out loud. I mean, as you can see, I'm playing as Wario here, which, one of the many wonderful sprites you can have available. These projects, these combo randomizers have amazing sprite work, honestly. And I'm playing as Phoenix Wright for the Link to the Past variants. So that's going to be pretty interesting. Right off the bat from this, you can get one item. We don't really have a lot of equipment we can go for, at least in this section anyway. But once we get to A Link to the Past, we can start looking for various items. Because of course you can't progress in Super Metroid if you don't have the Morph Ball. It's that important. So, I suppose the big question for now would be, why randomizers? I mean, I do enjoy doing them, and it was essentially how I started things out. With a randomizer as a bit of a test project. That was Bronzor's adventure at the very beginning of the channel with some very basic ideas, but I've improved since then, but there's always some improvement I can do. There's still a bit to work on, but that's just how it goes. So I like going into these to relax, to test myself, and to improve my knowledge, because this really forces you to know your way around Super Metroid. Hey, we got power bombs, which I can't use, so it definitely is a different seed. Okay, so to get out of here, I need to do a spin jump. Don't tell me I've forgotten it. I've forgotten how to wall kick. I kind of forgot how to do the wall kicks because in the previous seed, I got the space jump really early. I didn't have to worry about very much at all. Might have been one of the first things I got. I can't do anything without the Morph Ball. So we're just crouching. But yeah, basically it's just testing my skills, trying to learn different things about the games I'm playing, and to have a different experience, because I know A Link to the Past fairly well, though there were some secrets I discovered as a result of playing the randomizers. Which is pretty cool. And I mean, there might be things I don't know about Super Metroid. There are lots of things I don't know about Super Metroid, and I can discover those by playing the randomizer. The combo randomizer takes away certain rooms that aren't needed and turns them into passages between the two games. There are 4 of these. One of them is just here in Criteria. It's the map room. Whoops. One of them is in Norfair. So the one in Criteria will wind up taking you to the fortune teller's just near Link's house. The one in Norfair takes you up to the mountain, to near the mountain tower, where you come out of the old man's extended house. There's one, I think, in Meridia that takes you to the Misery Mire, and one in Lower Norfair that might take you up to Death Mountain. I don't exactly remember. So, with all that in mind, we're cutting over to Phoenix Wright, who, at the moment, doesn't have anything to defend himself with. And we will be facing a lot of hostile threats. Essentially, I compared Phoenix's role in this to essentially how he conducts a trial. There's a lot of stumbling around, a lot of desperately trying to gather evidence and bluffing until you get the one item. Speaking of the one item, that is a really good start. The hookshot is an absolute gem to have early, because that opens up some good items on Death Mountain, and it's great for stunning enemies on top of that. Basically, we have wound up getting a very powerful piece of evidence right off the bat. And that's very, very helpful. Alright, one enemy down. We'll have to see what else we get around here too. Once you've completed whatever you can get in Super Metroid, you do have to do a big sweep around here. We will get an item from our uncle. So, Wrecked Ship Boss. So the boss key cards replace compasses. I have put Key Sanity on, and that is where they show up. That's right, it's Y, not A. Bit of magic. Okay, to stun enemies, only give us a green rupee, I believe. The bow already! Not messing around on this run. And some arrows. We've got some armament to spare. I mean, if I do wind up finding more arrows, I could raid the castle. Oh, those don't actually damage... Oh, I caught the bomb. Hang on. And then the bomb caught me. Can I throw that? Yes, I can. Alright, we defeated that mad bomber just to see if I could. Time to see what else I can get. A soldier! I can get stabbed. I can get very stabbed. But I can get some more arrows. Soldiers do hide under the bushes, which is... And we get landmines as well. Well, Phoenix's luck is certainly holding up to its usual standards. But we might be able to hold on as we sneak through the castle. So yeah, I did have what I think was an interesting idea anyway, as far as randomizers go at one point. A gigantic randomizer project in Pokemon Emerald where every single episode had a different randomizer seed. It would have taken way too long to actually do, but it could have been pretty fun. You can randomize all sorts of things to test your skills. The Super Metroid A Link to the Past randomizer doesn't quite give you as many options in some ways. Alright, a key, and another key. A key for Misery Mire, interesting. So we can avoid the guards in this area. Let me switch back to the hookshot, so that I'm not accidentally wasting arrows. Mind you, I've still got plenty, but it just pays not to waste anything. That's... Oh! There's some really dirty pool. A real problem with the guards in this game, or indeed any enemy, so I just get the generic 1 rupee for stunning enemies. A problem with enemies in this game is that they can still hurt you even when you're falling to your doom. Your hitbox is still active even when you're falling to your death or falling into a pit. So you can still wind up taking damage, which really, 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 really sucks. It's really frustrating. There are quite a few janky things that pop up in the game. A key for the Palace of Darkness, which isn't too shabby. There are quite a few janky things in this game, including the fact that some things actually deal a set amount of damage regardless of which armor you have. Right, nice shot in the back. So the bow's only about as strong as the Master Sword. We need the pots to take care of this guy. Get the big key. And money. So I'll save and quit to jump back to my house, and then we need to make our way to Kakariko Village. Well, Sanctuary's a good spot to be, because we get a chest here. Oh, nice, the Ether Medallion. Better set my hook shot again. Bet I have a nightmare of a time trying to find the silver arrows. But yeah, it's really the fun of randomizers, just trying different things, having different experiences, checking out where you can go, what you can do. And it's like a giant puzzle. It is like essentially putting together that case, getting the evidence together and making it all come together in a satisfying and very successful way. That's the long and short of it, really. It's a good reason why Phoenix is a good protagonist for this. Wario, on the other hand, is just in it because he wants treasure. Another boss keycard. Meridia. Okay, so we can fight Dragon. Now, if you get the plasma beam and the X-ray visor, which you could do via sequence breaking and skips in Super Metroid, I think, you can exploit a glitch to wind up taking down Dragon ridiculously fast. Okay, more power bombs, not too bad. You gotta admit, the sprite work in this combo randomizer is phenomenal. The fact they've adapted everything so well to the different styles is really nice. And that's not just going into the amazing amount of custom sprites. Missed my shot, I keep pressing the wrong button. That ought to do. And into Kakariko Village we go. I have no bombs. I can't use power bombs. For all of Phoenix's skill, he can't do that. But we can go here. More arrows. Mushroom. More arrows. Well, I can buy bombs now. That's something. So I will buy some. And then we'll go back into that cave. While I'm up here though, pull Mario's moustache. Recovery hearts. I think it's regular rupees. I'm not sure, but if you get really lucky, you can get 20 rupees out of that. Like 4 lots of 20. So we'll go in here. And we get another check. Missiles! And now we buy bombs. 10 bombs, decent offensive capability, and a few items around the area. Because you can't rely on getting them, which is a bit of a pain in the butt. We can go in here and bring up our bombs. Got some good items already. And we've blown up a couple of chickens, but they won't start attacking us just yet. There is a mild irony in that. Oh well. So, back to that upper cave for another check. We'll get a few downstairs in, I think it's Shamalama Ding Dong's place or whatever it used to be. No, it's not. It's not Sarsparella's place. I'm not sure what it is because it used to... It's a thief's hideout in the Dark World. Grab this. More missiles. Look, the more missiles and things you get, the better your survivability in Super Metroid. I mean, you can be as tooled up as you like, but you might not take hits. That's the only problem. Keep your distance and hopefully you get a good beam weapon, and you'll be fine. Getting a good beam early, though, is essential. But super missiles will generally do the job just fine. We need 100 rupees. Big key for Turtle Rock, not too bad. Now. Do it this way. Magic powder. Arrow capacity increase. X-ray visor. And bombs. Okay, so not bad, but again, not entirely brilliant. I mean, we got a really good start, so that's... I suppose I shouldn't complain. I'll try and keep the episodes about 25 minutes or so. Fortunately, you can grind for money down here. You can also get full magic if you manage to bring a fish along. Drain the water down near Lake Hylia in order to get into the building that would lead you into the Swamp Palace in the Dark World. Oddly enough, the only example of something you do in the Light World affecting the Dark World or vice versa, in the entire game, it's an underused mechanic. You manage to bring a fish all the way here and you will wind up getting some money, some bombs, some arrows, and full magic. Really, really good. So with our money in tow, we will get something. What will it be? What's worse is I couldn't even use all of those. So essentially, I only got 5 arrows for $100. That's rough. It's almost as bad a deal as King Zora tends to be. $500 for what? Usually 20 rupees or some sort of dud. Oh, I am gonna need the Pegasus boots. Well, we'll see what we get for the race. If it's not worth my time, I can save a singular bomb. Super missiles, that is worth my time. It is actually worth noting that some bosses react a certain way to specific weapons in Super Metroid. For example, while super missiles will take Phantoon down pretty quickly, if you hit it with a super missile, it will become a lot more aggressive. Similarly, Crocomire will become much more aggressive if you use a power bomb on it. It will charge a long way forward. And it can be pretty tough to defeat as a result of that. Nice, be very careful not to jump off. And there we go. So probably a good point to finish is going down to Lake Hylia. At least I've got kit for the mini Moldorm cave. Does the bow work? The hookshot works on them. So that's going to be nice. Oh, run, 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 run in the direction of away. I suppose being threatened is nothing new. Phoenix has gone through some absolute crap in his time. And yet he still only came out of it with, I don't know, a dodgy back and a busted ankle. Like, in Apollo Justice, he gets hit by a car, is apparently thrown 30 feet into a lamp pole, and hits his head on it, and he only came away with a sprained ankle. That's actually impressive. That's genuinely impressive. But as I mentioned, the problems with his back do cause him significant grief. In Spirit of Justice, his bad back keeps him out for an entire day at one point. Ah, there we go. Now we're thinking with Boots. That is a step in the right direction. Best foot forward, we are going to grab the hammer soon. What are we going to find outside? We've had some gems. The Moon Pearl! Oh, all I need is the Power Glove and I can get into the Dark World. So we'll go out to Agonar's Cave. Man, that is something. Or can I access the Dark World just with the hammer? If I go out past the East Palace. Have to see. Ah, good shot. We've got a very clear direction for this game, and it's mostly a link to the past. Holy cow, we are on a winner. I always wondered about, are those meant to be elven ears? Because the sprite really makes it look like he's wearing a cowboy hat. I think Shamalama Ding Dong is the same. More power bombs. Okay, so I'll quickly cut across the land to the mini Moldorm cave. That and the Ice Rod cave should be a good place to wrap it up. And here I am with the magic of editing. Oh, that's good. Just wait. And miss. And miss. And get it at long last. So, more super missiles. Money! The flippers! What a bonanza! The rest of this is gonna suck. So we'll go to the Ice Rod Cave. By the way, crabs take off 2 health at this point. 2 whole hearts. That's really rough, to put it lightly. No bottle, no bug catching net. over here. And this is our item. But I can jump into the waters of the lake. Silver arrows already? Are you kidding me? Well, I suppose that's as good a place as any to stop. What a bonanza. Thank you very much for joining me. Till next time, this is Red 2, returning to base.